In 2018, a story broke that shook the world. How a political firm quietly harvested data from tens of millions of Facebook users to influence how they thought, felt, and even voted. This isn't science fiction. It's one of the most chilling examples of silent control we've ever seen. Stick around, because behind the headlines, the truth is far more disturbing than you'd imagine. My name is Glinda from Chronicle Capital, and today, we're unpacking the Cambridge Analytica scandal.
Facebook and data analytics firm Cambridge Analytica are at the center of crisis. Cambridge Analytica collected data from more than 50 million Facebook users without their consent. They used this information to individually target users in various political campaigns.
In 2018, it was revealed that Cambridge Analytica had harvested data from up to 87 million Facebook users, all without their knowledge, and used that to build psychological profiles to sway political opinions and voter behavior. This wasn't just a breach. It was a demonstration of how our choices can be manipulated at scale. If you're interested in hidden forces shaping our lives, hit subscribe now, and let's dive into the mechanics behind that headline. It all began with a Facebook quiz app called This Is Your Digital Life, created by researcher Alexander Kogan. About 270,000 users installed it and willingly shared data. But through Facebook's permissions loophole, the app also scraped data from users' friends, totaling up to 87 million profiles. Cambridge Analytica, tied to political campaigns including the Trump 2016 run, took that data to craft psychographic profiles, individual-level personality maps. They claimed to have up to 5,000 data points per voter. The goal? Tailor ads that resonate emotionally, targeting swing voters or reinforcing supporters. The scandal broke in March 2018, thanks to whistleblower Christopher Wylie and bombshell reporting by The Guardian and The New York Times.
To the law, this is cheating. And it's the thing that's really important to understand here is that this is not some council race or a by-election. This is an irreversible change to the constitutional settlement of this country. So that's, first of all, that's why it matters. And if you cheat on an exam, you get a fail. If you cheat on the Olympics, you lose your medal, right? You shouldn't win by cheating.
Facebook's stock fell nearly $60 to $134 billion in value within days. Public outrage grew. A delete Facebook trended, and governments demanded answers. Facebook faced hearings and backlash.
Why wasn't explaining what Facebook does with users' data a higher priority for you as a co-founder and now as CEO?
Mr. Chairman, you're right that we don't sell any data. And I would say that we do try to explain what we do as time goes on. It's a broad system. Every day,
But the story didn't end with headlines and outrage. There were real financial consequences, too. In 2019, Facebook agreed to a record $5 billion settlement with the U.S. Federal Trade Commission, the largest privacy fine in American history. The FTC accused Facebook of deceiving users about how their data was being used and failing to protect it from misuse. In the UK, Cambridge Analytica's parent company, SCL Elections, faced enforcement actions as well. Facebook was fined £500,000 by the UK Information Commissioner's Office, the maximum penalty possible under pre-GDPR laws at the time. And in the United States, Cambridge Analytica itself reached a settlement with the Federal Trade Commission, which ruled the firm had engaged in deceptive practices and ordered the deletion of all improperly collected data. The numbers may look big, but here's the catch. Critics argue these fines were a drop in the ocean compared to the billions Facebook generates every quarter, which leaves us asking, were these settlements true justice? or just the cost of doing business. Changes followed. Stricter API access, better transparency, and regulatory reforms, especially in the EU, with the Digital Services Act and other laws tightening control. In the US, the Federal Trade Commission issued a ruling that Cambridge Analytica had engaged in deceptive practices and required deletion of improperly used data. Even though the firm collapsed, Wylie warns that the tools and methods used remain available. We haven't solved this. The danger persists in our connected world. But how deep does this influence go? Can ads really reshape our decisions? We think we're in control, but the truth might be far grayer. Here's what struck me. Our digital lives leave traces, little breadcrumbs of who we are. When someone picks them up to subtly steer our minds, it feels unsettling and deeply personal. It's not just about politics. It's about how free we actually are in a world where our data can become our puppeteer. If we don't demand control over our information, we can no longer claim ownership of our choices. To wrap up, Cambridge Analytica showed us in chilling clarity that our choices can be engineered. But recognition is the first step toward reclaiming autonomy. One question for you: what choice in your life have you made recently that you now question? And why? If you found this eye-opening, hit subscribe and check out my playlist on the hidden machines shaping our world. See you next time.